Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. Now, take that easiness with a grain of salt because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called XV star O, or XV times O? I'm not really sure. And there's also dashes around the O, so I'm not sure what the actual title would phonate to. Anyways, it's by Nurgle's Gift, who does a lot of these XV puzzles, and they actually are a lot of fun. I enjoy them because I do a lot of coloring with them. So, but I don't know, maybe other people would enjoy that too. Anyways, here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill the grid with the digits 1 through 9 without repeats in any row, column, or box. Cells connected by an X must sum to 10. Cells connected by a V must sum to 5. And all X's and V's possible are given. So that is a negative constraint. So remember that. Cells connected by an X must sum to 10. So for example, if this was a 3, this would have to be a 7 to add up to 10. For V's, if this were a 3, this would have to be a 2 to add up to 5 between these two digits, because V's separate cells connect that must have add up to 5. And anywhere else in this puzzle, you cannot have two digits adding up to 5 or 10 that are adjacent to each other. So remember that. Because all X's and V's are given. Digits in a cage cannot be orthogonally adjacent with a consecutive digit. So for example, if this were a 5, none of the orthogonally adjacent cells, which is just cells that share an edge with it, can have a digit that is consecutive with it. So 4 and 6 could not be in any of these 4 cells because of the cage. Each line must be given one bulb at one of the end lines. So each line has to be given a bulb. We don't know where, but it has to be at one of these endpoints. Two lines of the same length and same color are connected X lines. And this is why we need to give them bulbs. Counting from the bulb, the first cell of each connected X line sums to 10. The second cells of each line sum to 10, etc., etc. And 5 can never be on a line. So, for example, let's just say we chose this as the bulb and this as a bulb, right? That means these two digits must add up to 10. These two digits must add up to 10. These two digits must add up to 10, and these two digits must add up to 10. So it could have something like 4 and 6. This could be 3 and 7. This could be 6 and 4. And this could be like 9 and 1. And that would be valid because the bulb, starting from the bulb, these two add up to 10. These 7 and 3 adds up to 10. This 4 and 6 adds up to 10. And this 1 and 9 adds up to 10. But we don't know where the bulb is. And also, remember, 5 can never be on a line. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. As I said, I like coloring these things. How do we color? Okay, so let's look for all the V's. These are all V's. So this is 1 through 4. These are 1 through 4, and these are 1 through 4. Since this is next to an X, this must be 6 through 9. We don't know about this. We don't know about this. These are 1 through 4, which means both of the endpoints on the other gray digits must be 6 through 9 to add up with these digits. Right? This is 1 through 4, 1 or 4, or 2 or 3. Therefore, the endpoints must be 6 through 9, because these are both the endpoints. So it doesn't matter which way the bulb is, one of these is 6 through 9. Actually, we know this is 6 through 9, which makes this 1 through 4. This is 1 through 4. Okay. The rest of actually this column, sorry, this box has to be 6 through 9 or 5, because we already have a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruplet in that box. So this must be 6 through 9, because remember, 5s are not allowed on lines. Therefore, one of these two is a 5. So one of these is a 1, 2, 3, 4. The other one is a 6, 7, 8, 9, but we're not sure which. Okay, this must be a 6, 7, 8, 9 because it's next to a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. One of these two digits, so okay, let's color all the 6, 7, 8, 9s as high. Let's just do this for now, and let's color all the 1 through 4s as low. One of these two digits must be a high, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4 with something added to a 6, 7, 8, 9 to add up to 10. Well, what does that mean? That means the rest of the column cannot contain a 6, 7, 8, or 9. But we know from this box that the box 8, this has to be 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. But it can't be 6, 7, 8, 9. Therefore, this must be a 5, which makes this a 6, 7, 8, 9 here, which is a high. Therefore, this must be a low, and this must be a low here. Well, since this is low, this must be a high. And we know this is a low, so this is 1, 2, 3, or 4. And one of these two must be a low here, which means this is, one of these is 1, 2, 3, or 4, and we have three others in the same row that are low, so there cannot be another low in the row. So these two must be highs. Oops. They must be red, and they must be high, which means both ends of the red or orangish line is low. So this is low, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This must be 5 through 9, and this must be 5 through 9 also. We have we have 3 lows here, and one of these two must be a low because of there are 2 digits again that add up to 10, and you can only have a low and a high adding up to a 10. So the rest of the column cannot be low. So this must be a high because it's next to an x, and 5 can never be next to an x. This must be a low then, so this must be 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest is 5 through 9. Also, in row 9, we have digits that are from, we have 4 low digits, which means the other digits cannot be low. They must be from 5 through 9. Well, 5 cannot be on the line, so 5 can't be here, 5 can't be here. Where is the 5? 5 must be here, which means this can't be 5. Where, this must be a high then. Where is the 5 in row 1? It has to be here. So this is a 5. This is a 5. This is a 5. So where's the 5 in box 3? Can't be here because of the 5 in the column. Can't be on the line, so it must be one of these two cells. Similarly, okay, where's the 5 in box 2? Can't be on the line, can't be any of the designated lows or highs. Can't be next to an x because that would have to add up to 10, and 5 would have to add up with 5 to add up to 10. So this must be a 5 here. What else do we have? Okay. Where is the 5 in box 6? Can't be on the line, can't be next to an X, so it has to be one of these 3 cells, which means this can't be 5. This has to be a 5. 5 has to be one of these two. Where's the 5 in box 2? It could be any of these 5. We don't know which. Okay. Um. Hmm. Okay. Okay. No, that doesn't tell us anything. Hmm. What do we know? Hmm. Okay. Do we have any other information that we can get from this then? Not particularly that I can see. Okay, so let's remove the high and low colorings because we need the colors for probably other things. We're going to start coloring pairs here, right? Because that gives us information that we need. Okay, so here we're going to start with, this is going to be orange, pink, yellow, and blue. Now this must be orange and pink, but we're not sure which, right? Interesting. Okay. So the question is, where can this orange low? Well, it has to be with a high on the other side, so that doesn't matter. Hmm. Oh, it does. Okay. So where does this orange and pink, uh, uh, where can it be adding with, right? If this were the one that it's adding to, this would have to be the orange and pink 6, 7, 8, 9, which it would have to be, but then it would have to add with another digit, which would be the orange or pink 1, 2, 3, or 4 to add up to 10. But that's not allowed because the orange and pink are already in. This has to be a blue, essentially. So this is a blue 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, the corresponding one has to be a corresponding blue here. So if we mark this as the bulb, this has to be the corresponding bulb. So this must be then the orange or pink 6, 7, 8, 9, but we're not sure which one. This then must be the blue 6, 7, 8, 9, which forces this to be the blue 1 through 4, because it cannot be the blue 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is blue 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the blue 1 through 4. These V's cannot be in these low digits cannot be in a V relationship. So one of these two must be yellow, right? Because if yellow were here, the problem is these would have to be pink and orange, and we know pink and orange have a V relationship. So therefore V would be marked. So one of these is yellow, which means this is pink or orange, which means this has to be pink and orange. Well, we have both pink and orange highs, 6, 7, 8, 9s. So this cannot be pink or orange high. It can't be blue high, it must be yellow high. So this is yellow, which forces this to be yellow, which means this is a blue. So this is a blue low. This has to be pink or orange. We're not sure which. This is yellow. So the yellow high cannot be either of these. The yellow high has to be one of these two. Since this is a pink-orange pair, these have to be a blue-yellow pair of 5s. Well, that means this is a blue-yellow of... This is one of these is a blue-yellow of high, which adds to 1 through 4. This must... whoops. This must also be a blue-yellow high. So this cannot be a blue-yellow high. It has to be a pink-orange high. This cannot be a blue high here. This can't be blue high. Okay, so if this were blue high, this would add up to 10 for these two digits, right? So there would be an X between them. If this is blue, this would have to be blue. This is pink or orange. So yellow cannot be this one. Sorry, yellow cannot be this one, because if that's yellow, the blue would have to be here. Actually, so we know we have both pink-orange highs in column 4. So this cannot be pink or orange. This has to be blue, which means this must be blue, and this must be then a high blue 6, 7, 8, 9, which means this is a low blue 1 through 4. This is a high blue. This cannot be a high blue anymore, so it's a high yellow, which makes this a high blue. This is a high yellow. Okay. We don't... Okay, so this... One of these is an orange high. We're not sure which. This must be the last low, which is an orange or pink low. This is an orange or pink high, but we're not sure which. Since this is orange or pink, this pair has to be blue and yellow, but this can't be blue. Therefore, this is yellow, which makes both of these blue. Therefore, one of these must be a blue high, but we're not sure which. This is a blue low. This is an orange low, so this must be either yellow or pink. This must be then, one of these then must be a yellow or pink high. Okay. Blue low. We need a yellow high here, but yellow high cannot be here. So yellow high is one of these two. The last one is an orange or pink, but we're not sure which. So this is a yellow high, which makes this a yellow low. Okay. We don't know what this is. The yellow high, where can it be in box 9? It has to be one of these two cells. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It could be... So it would have to be one of these two. Okay. So this is a yellow high. What else is there? It's a yellow high, and it's... These are both highs. Oh, since these are both highs, because we have 4 lows in row 9, that means these are both lows here. So this, we're going to make that the bulb, must correspond to that. And one of these is yellow. We're not sure which. One of them's orange. This has to be a 6, 7, 8, and 9. And it must be orange or pink, but we're not sure which one. It has to be the opposite of this one. That's what we know of that, actually. So this one must match that one, I guess. Right, because otherwise this would be an X. So this is color. We're going to make this, I guess, A. A. This is B. This is A. This must be B. So this is B. Which makes this A. Which makes these B. Which means the A has to be one of those 3. This is A. Hmm. Okay, that doesn't help us much. This is 6, 7, 8, 9 here. I don't know which one that is. This must be the A, 6, 7, 8, 9, but we don't know which that is. And one of these is the other one is yellow. So it's yellow, pink, or orange here. Orange. Okay. This could potentially be a low 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which would make this a high 6, 7, 8, 9. That's possible. We also have gray. So we have an orange 6, 7, 8, 9 here. Oh. Wait, okay. Bingo. Okay. This, again, cannot be the orange 1, 2, 3, 4. So this can't be the orange 6, 7, 8, 9. We know on this cell, one of them must match the orange one low, which means this is the orange high here, which means this cannot be orange high. Well, where is the orange high in row 1? It has to be here. So the orange must correspond to B. So the oranges are B. The A's are pink. So we're going to remove orange from those. And then we have B's, which must be orange. So we'll move the pinks from those. So these are all orange. Okay. So we don't have to have the lettering anymore, so we can remove that. Yellow or pink, we don't know which. Okay. This is yellow or pink, obviously. This is yellow or pink. Ah, this cannot be yellow because otherwise there would be an X between them. So this must be pink, which makes this not pink. This is yellow, which makes this yellow. So this can't be a yellow here. This has to be a yellow. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the high yellow. This cannot be yellow, but we don't know whether it could still be part of here. Again, one of these is blue. This is pink or yellow. We're not sure. Okay, so this matches that, right? So this cannot be yellow. This is pink, which means this can't be pink. This is yellow. Okay, so then this matches here. So this must be the low orange. This must be the low blue. Since this is the low blue, this can't be low blue. It has to be low yellow, which makes that low blue. So now we can match these. We're going to start with the blue here, so I guess we'll make this gray also. And this must match this way, which means this is the high 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, sorry, the high orange. This is the low pink. Okay. What else do we know? Okay, these two add up to 10. What can they be? Cannot be orange, cannot be yellow, cannot be blue. These must be pink. So these two are pink. Hmm. Uh, okay, where's the high blue in box 9? Cannot be here, cannot be any of these. It must be here. So this is the high, whoops. This is the high 6 through high blue, which means where's the high blue in box 3? It has to be here. Because this is eliminated by this one. This one's eliminating that. These two can't be, so it must be here. Okay. What about the low blues? Do we have all those? If 1, 2, 3. Okay. Where's the low blue in box 4? Cannot be here because of here. Cannot be here because of that cell. So this must be the low blue. Oh, this is low blue, so this cannot be low blue here. So this must be the low blue. So we're going to start this bulb also from the blue. Whoops. So those two match. You cannot have a pink on the rest of the orange line. So this can never be pink. This can't be pink because we have two pinks already in the row. So what does that leave this? This has to be a pink left. So this is pink, which means this must match as a pink. Okay, so one of these is 1 through 4. We already knew that. This is pink, so this cannot be pink 6 through 9. It has to be yellow. This can't be pink 6 through 9, so where is the pink 6 through 9 in box 3? It has to be here. So this is pink 6 through 9. The remaining digit now is a low orange, which means it corresponds to a high orange here. So this is high orange. One of these is the low blue, and it cannot be here, so this must be the low blue, which makes this a 5. These have to be high orange and low yellow. Low yellow can't be here, so this must be low yellow. And this must be high orange. Well, where's the high orange then in column? Okay, what are the remaining digits, shall we say, in column 7? They have to be high orange and low yellow. This can't be low yellow, so this must be low yellow here. This is high orange. So the high orange is next to the blue, so this must be a low orange here. And the low yellow is next to the pink, so this must be a high yellow here. Okay. We have what's remaining here. An high orange, which cannot be here, so this must be the high orange. And a low yellow. Oops. Low yellow. Okay. What about column 1? What are the remaining digits? We have all blues, we have all yellows. So we need a low low pink and a low orange. This can't be low orange, so this must be low pink. Sorry, this is low orange. This is low pink. We need a 5 and a, which one? A blue 6, 7, 8, no. A pink 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, the pink 6, 7, 8, 9 cannot be next to the low pink, because that would have to have an X between them. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is pink. This must be a 5 then, which means this can't be 5. This can't be 5. Well, we now know the 5 has to be here in box 5, which means this can't be 5. This must be a 5. And this cannot be a low 6, sorry, cannot be a high 6, 7, 8, 9, so this is a low pink. Sorry. Can't be a high pink, so this must be a low pink, which makes this a high pink. What's remaining in column 9? We're looking for a low orange and a high yellow. This can't be high yellow, so this must be high yellow here. This must be a low orange then. The remaining one here is a high pink. And we have what's remaining in box 5. It's a low pink, which has to be here, and a high orange, which must be here. Okay. What matches with what? Blue matches with yellow. But this doesn't matter much here. Pink matches with orange, right? Pink and orange match. The orange high digit cannot match with the pink high digit, or it cannot be consecutive with the pink high digit. So it cannot be 7 and 8. Therefore, all the pinks have to be 6 and 9, potentially. So all the oranges are 6 and 9. Um, this is going to be painful. Let's just do all the highs for now. So we can remove 7 and 8, right? Because if this is 7 and 8, they're consecutive with each other, but that doesn't work with a cage. Now we do the lows that are not yet done. So remove that one. So this has to be 1 and 4. Similarly, the low oranges. Let's look for the lows that are not done. They have to be not 2 or 3. And the high oranges, remove the lows and the ones that are done. So then we can remove 7 and 8. So all the blues now, well, actually all the remaining lows are now 2 and 3. All the remaining highs are 7 and 8. But, okay, so 1 and 4. So the pink cannot be 4 because that's net consecutive with 5. So all the pink's lows are 1s, and all the pink's highs are 9. Right? So then we have 1. Then we can remove the coloring. We'll get the pinks, and those are all 9s. Therefore, the orange lows must be 4. And the orange, we can remove the coloring again. All the orange highs are now 9. Whoops, not 9, 6. That was a mistake. Anyways, okay, so now we know the blue. Actually, why do we have both of these? These don't. One of these is sufficient enough to be able to solve this. I'm not sure why we have both of these available, right? If this were 7, sorry, if this were 7, this would be consecutive, so this can't be 7, this has to be 8. And if this is 8, which is the opposite color, it would be consecutive, so therefore this must be 7. Anyways, I don't know. So all the blues, let's get the lows, must be 3. But we don't have any 3s in the corner, so we'll not celebrate. So those are all 3s. We can remove the coloring. The 7 or 8 must be 7. And now we have just digits. So these digits must be 2. Oops, must be 2. And the remaining 7 and 8s must be 8. Ooh. But that didn't solve it, so we might have made an error. We probably doubled somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see any obvious doubles. Okay. Let's go through. 9 adds with 1. Okay, so 7 adds with 3 to add up to 10. 4 and 6 add up to 10. 8 and 2 add up to 10. 9 and 1 add up to 10. Gray. 3 and 7 add up to 10. 6 and 4 add up to 10. 1 and 9 add up to 10. 2 and 8 add up to 10. Okay. Pink. 8 and 2 add up to 10. 3 and 7 add up to 10. 9 and 1 add up to 10. 4 and 6 add up to 10. Blue. 1 and 9 add up to 10. 6 and 4 add up to 10. 2 and 8 add up to 10. 7 and 3 add up to 10. Okay. We have 1 through 9 all in row 1. 1 through 9 all in row 2. 1 through 9 all in row 3. 1 through... Okay, so... Oh, we have double 1s. Okay, so this became an extra 1. So this is a 9. There we go. There we go. We did actually have an extra digit. We had an extra 1 here. My mistake. Anyways, yeah, that's a solution. Pretty cool, actually. I love these puzzles because I love coloring, and it just makes me so happy just to color all these different colors. It's very... I don't know why, but I enjoy it a lot. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.